Whoa now.
What's happening, beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike and welcome to the top 5 center backs in FIFA 14. And we're looking at those players that are overpowered. They're primetime performers. They shut down the opposition's attackers on a regular basis. That's what they're in the lineup to do. And if you guys enjoy this type of video, please drop a thumbs up. If we can smash 350 likes, that would be incredible. Let's set a good target. And drop a comment and let me know, do you agree with my choices? Do you disagree? Who would you slip into what spot? And we can go from there. I'm always interested in feedback. And before I begin, if you guys need Ultimate Team coins, check out FIFAcoinstoday.com. The links will be in the description, and make sure to use the code MICHS09, M-I-C-H-S-09, in order to get an additional 10% off on every single purchase. To kick things off, we've got the honorable mentions, and this includes players that just missed the cut, and it begins with the best center back in the Serie A, Chiellini, the stat room stuffer. He's got all sorts of great things happening on the defensive end. 90 jumping, 90 standing tackle, 90 marking, 88 interceptions. However, he doesn't bring his A game sometimes when you're playing against sweat squads, when you're playing against wager teams, and that's a big problem for me, and that's why I left him off my top 5. Then we've got Sergio Ramos. And this guy I used to be such a huge supporter of, but unfortunately, in FIFA 14, his positioning problems are at an all-time high. He's a great individual defender. 79 sprint speed, 81 acceleration, 84 agility, 91 jumping, 88 slide tackle. You can keep going on and on, but he's all over the place. He thinks that he's playing as a CDM or a center attacking midfielder, and when you give up a through ball down the middle of the pitch, you're going to concede goals. Then we've got the Frenchman Kabul, and he's one of my favorite players to use in last year's installment of FIFA. He's a big dude, he's very strong, and I had a lot of expectations for him in FIFA 14, and I thought that he definitely took a step down. 86 strength, 84 standing tackle, 81 sprint speed. He's still very solid. Don't get me wrong, these guys are great players, but I just couldn't put him in the top 5. I think there's players that stepped it up, and they're just ahead of Kabul this year. Moving into the second round of honorable mentions, we've got another familiar face, a center back from Juventus Cáceres. He's got great work rates, high defensive, medium attacking, and he unfortunately has the dives into tackles trait, which is a negative characteristic with defenders. 92 jumping, 84 marking, 84 standing tackle, 84 slide tackle, as well as an 82 sprint speed. And his big downfall is he's 6 foot tall, but he looks like he's 5'10". He's undersized every day of the week. Otherwise, he'd be in my top 5. Then we've got someone who's huge. Mr. Santana, 6'4", 83 standing tackle, 84 sprint speed, 80 sliding tackle, and 80 jumping. And the big problem I have with him this year is a lot of his touches are so random. Even when he's winning the ball, sometimes he'll take a horrible first touch that'll go right into the attacker's path, and you're going to concede goals off these types of mistakes. It's frustrating. And lastly, we've got Bona. And he's a 6'2", high defensive work rate, medium attacking work rate. He's got the power header trait, helps get things out of the box, especially on corner kicks. 87 jumping, 85 strength, 84 standing tackle, 84 marking, and a 79 sprint speed. And similar to Chiellini, his partner in crime, he's great at pretty much everything, but I can't figure out why he doesn't always perform where I'd like him to. He's just missing that extra bit of sweat or that ability to really show up and stand out and be a prime-time consistent center back versus the wager teams. Coming in at number 5, we've got the most improved center back in FIFA 14, Dante from Bayern Munich. He's 6'2", the power header trait, 86 slide tackles, 85 standing tackles. He's fantastic at reading the game. His interceptions are on point, but his most important attribute is his positioning. He's always where you want him to be. He doesn't miss tackles. He doesn't allow chip through balls. And for whatever reason, his stats say he's a 38 for positioning. It does not make sense, but Dante deserves the number 5 slot. The 87 overall rated Thiago Silva comes in at number 4. He's 6 foot tall, great work rates, and he's got the power header trait. And in terms of defensive stats, there's really bar none that are better than him. 91 marking, 91 standing tackle, 90 jumping, 88 sliding tackle, 91 interceptions, and he is fast. But his big issue is the positioning. It's so lackluster. And I find myself giving up way too many headers with Thiago Silva this year. And that's why he comes in at number 4 instead of number 1, even though his stats are impeccable. Mr. Jerome Boateng has to be in all my Bundesliga squads. He's 6'3", 86 strength, 83 slide tackle, 81 standing tackle, 79 sprint speed, and he just is such a presence on the pitch. You cannot move him around. He dictates what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. Jerome Boateng is a must regardless of the stats, regardless of his overall rating. Put him in the squad and watch him do some serious work. At number 2, we have the Enforcer, Vincent Kompany, also known as the Ox. He's 6'3", but he feels like he's 6'6" on the pitch. He's got a 90 for standing tackle, an 88 for strength, an 85 for sliding tackle, 84 for marking, as well as an 87 for interceptions. Combine that with the 76 sprint speed, and he gets what he wants. He's an upgrade to Boateng, and I mean he controls everything on the pitch from that center back position. Topping the charts, we have David Luiz, and this guy is just a joy to play with in every single FIFA installment. I've addressed it every year. And he's 6'2". He doesn't have the ideal work rates. He doesn't have the best defending statistics, but it doesn't really matter. He's Mr. Elastico. His legs just keep going. He makes tackles that no one else does, and he hawks attackers. I mean, he gains on them quicker than anyone else in FIFA. 82 slide tackle, 82 standing tackle, 80 interceptions, 80 for jumping, and he has a 77 for strength. And something that makes a big difference with David Luiz is that he has great physical statistics. 78 sprint speed, 75 acceleration, 75 agility. He just reacts faster than the majority of defenders, and I don't know what EA has put in the game to make this guy such a monster, such a beast, but he is all of the above. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter at MikeSo9USA. I got a lot more content coming for you ASAP.
One shot, then reload. Keep letting